The nightclub is the most profitable business in GT Online, and after watching this video you will be able to make millions solo. The nightclub is mainly passive income, allowing you to make loads of money while doing other stuff or nothing at all. It's one of the best long-term investments you can make, so getting it as soon as possible will give you an advantage. One quick tip before you start: if you're a brand new player, you can choose the nightclub owner career path through the career builder. You will get a $4 million budget and you can choose a nightclub and even the Terrorbyte already, which is a great head start. The ideal location for your nightclub is in the center of the map, so if you can afford it, get one of these two nightclubs. Most sell and resupply missions take you to the northern part of the map, so whatever you do not buy these nightclubs in the south. Now let's go through the nightclub upgrades. We don't want to waste money here, so we will only look at storage. The rest are cosmetic upgrades. You can worry about making your nightclub more fancy once you are actually making money with it. By upgrading your storage, you can store more product before you have to sell it. It's really helpful, but not a must if you don't have enough money for it yet. You should definitely save up for it so you don't have to sell every couple of hours. One extra storage floor will already be helpful. You'll also see extra garage space, but it's pretty much the same as the cosmetic upgrades, so don't worry about that right now. I recommend following the entire video in an invite only session just so you don't have trouble with other players. Now that we actually have a nightclub, we have to do a few setups to start up the business: the staff, equipment and DJ residents. These won't take too long and you shouldn't have any problem completing them. Once you have done that, we can get into how the nightclub works. There are also upgrades for your nightclub: equipment, staff and security upgrades. The equipment upgrade allows your technicians to get the goods faster. The staff upgrade lets you hire more staff for your nightclub, reducing the daily popularity loss, making it easier to maintain. The security upgrade will reduce the amount of times your nightclub will get raided, cause if you didn't know, your businesses can get raided and you have to do a mission to essentially protect your nightclub goods. As long as you're not registered as a boss, your businesses cannot get raided, so I wouldn't say I recommend this upgrade, but for the long term it can definitely be useful. They are expensive, so if you can't afford them yet, don't worry, but save up for them. This business makes you money through two different ways. The first one is the nightclub itself, where people pay to dance and drink. The second way is through the underground warehouse. This warehouse is full of nightclub technicians that you can hire to get product and cargo for you to sell later on. What makes the nightclub so good is that these two ways of making money are both fairly passive. That way you can do other things in GT Online and you will still be making a lot of money. The nightclub itself is the simplest, so I'll explain this one first. You will be making money every 48 minutes IRL, which is one in-game day. That money will appear in your wall safe located in your nightclub office. The amount of money you can make through this safe depends on how popular your nightclub is. Your goal is to always keep the popularity bar full, and if it's full you will be making $50,000 every 48 minutes, which is a great amount for doing next to nothing. So how do we keep the popularity bar full? There are a few ways to do it. The fastest and easiest way is by doing bouncer and or VIP escort missions. One of these missions will pop up in your nightclub about every 48 minutes, and that's exactly how often you need to do them to keep your popularity bar full. So what I suggest is call Tony every hour and check your popularity percentage. If it's not full, go inside your nightclub and there should be a nightclub mission to boost your popularity. The bouncer missions are the best cause you only have to kick out a troublemaker. The second way is by booking a different DJ to freshen things up. The first time you hire a new DJ will cost you $100,000, after that it will only be $10,000. However, getting a new DJ for $100K will always max out the popularity bar no matter what. Rebooking a DJ for $10K will boost your popularity by 10%. There are 4 DJs in total and you start with one of them for free. So you can just book one other DJ and then just keep swapping between the two DJs, there's no need to buy the other DJs. That's the easiest but also the most expensive way to keep your nightclub popular. The third way is cheaper, and that's by completing nightclub popularity missions. You can either start them via the computer in your nightclub where it says promote club, or if you're outside, simply call Tony and request club management. This method will also fill up the popularity bar by 10%. While it's the cheapest option, it takes the longest. This is a really helpful graph for your popularity bar and how much money will stack up in your safe every 48 minutes, with the maximum capacity being $250,000. So it doesn't actually have to be 100% all the time. With 95% popularity you're still making $50K every in-game day, and even at 90% you're doing fine. However, at 85% you really gotta do a popularity mission. With the legal part out of the way, let's get into the underground warehouse. This is where it becomes more complex, but this is also where you will make the most amount of money. At first it might be confusing cause you have all these warehouse technicians and a bunch of different products. Who do you assign to what product, and more importantly, when do you sell the products? Don't stress out, cause it sounds harder than it actually is. We have to assign each technician to one specific product. What these guys do is source the goods for you and deliver them to your nightclub. From there you will be able to sell those goods for money. Here's where it gets tricky. Each of these products are attached to another business in GT Online. Cargo and shipment is for the special cargo warehouse, sporting goods is for the bunker, South American imports is for the Coca-Cola lockup, pharmaceutical research is for the Blue Lab, the grass farm is organic produce, printing and copying the document forgery office, and cash creation for counterfeit cash factory. So you see where this is going. In order to assign a technician to, let's say, sporting goods, you need to own a bunker. We don't need only one business but multiple, so that's where it becomes expensive. If you can't afford that yet, you can act as a technician yourself by calling Johan for a nightclub's good mission. Here you can also see what your current stock level and value is. It's not as efficient as assigning actual technicians, but it gets the job done once you first start out. You do actually need to set up these businesses, so only owning them is not enough. Just a heads up, this will not at all affect those other businesses. This is completely separate, but you need those businesses so the technicians can source those products. There are 7 products in total, but only 5 technicians, so we have to choose wisely. Well, luckily we know exactly how much each of these products make. Grass farm and counterfeit cash factory are the least profitable, hence why I made it red, so ignore those two. What you do need is cargo and shipment, sporting goods, South American imports, pharmaceutical research, and cash creation. This is what you will earn for each of these products, and these amounts are all profit per hour. To get every single product full stock in your warehouse, it will take 66.5 real-time hours, and that's $1.65 million. However, most products take 20 hours to fill up, so I recommend to sell it after 20 hours, cause that will be the most efficient and profitable way to do it. Now that we know which ones make you the most money, you can assign these technicians to those 5 products. You will start with one for free, and each technician will cost you more money, starting from $141,000 all the way to $312,000. You can assign any technician to any business, so there's no particular order, and the more expensive technicians aren't better, that's just a way to make it a bit harder for you to make money, but we will easily make that back when we sell all our goods for the first time. So when do you sell your product? First of all, Tony, the nightclub manager, will always take 10% of the total sell price. Here you can also see special orders. These are missions that make you a bit more money, but I would just skip them cause it's better to just sell all your goods at once. Now I recommend only selling over $1 million at once. Tony's 10% cut is capped at $100,000, so if you for example sell $1 million worth of goods, he will take $100K, but if you sell $2 million worth of product, Tony will still only take $100,000. In the grand scheme of things, that will save you a lot of money. What's amazing about the nightclub is that no matter how much products you're going to sell, you will always only get one sell vehicle, making it really easy for solo players. Depending on how much product you will sell at once, you will get a different sell vehicle. Either the Speedo, this one comes free with the nightclub and allows you to sell up to 90 crates. The second vehicle is the Mule Custom, which you have to buy yourself in order to use it. This allows you to sell 91 to 180 crates. The final one is the Pounder Custom, a bit more expensive, but with this truck you can sell over 180 crates at once. You can even customize all these vehicles to make them more armored and faster. Since you're doing the sell missions in a private session, you shouldn't really need the armor upgrades, but performance upgrades can be nice to have. I even put it to the test and sold a fully stocked warehouse in a full public lobby. It takes days to fill up, and if you're interested, these are the sell prices of special orders, and all goods will sell for over $2.3 million. But let's see what I made in total. It was kinda nerve-wracking to sell in a 30-player lobby, but the 50% high demand bonus was definitely worth it cause I made over $3.3 million, which is amazing. A free way to get goods for your nightclub is through business battles, which is a type of event that only spawns in a session with at least 3 or more players. First, make sure you enable them through your interaction menu by going to map blip options and then to events. You either have to steal individual cargo or steal a vehicle that contains 2 cargo crates and deliver them to your nightclub. You earn $10,000 per crate you deliver, but keep in mind that these goods are randomized. So once you pick up a crate, it will say if this type of good is already at full capacity in your nightclub warehouse, so in that case you only get cash. The last thing that you need to know is that the nightclub is where you will store the Terrorbyte if you decide to buy one, and you need the Terrorbyte to eventually store and upgrade the Oppressor Mark II with missiles. In the Terrorbyte you will also be able to start client jobs, which are one of my favorite missions in the game, and they make you a decent amount of money. So that's the ultimate nightclub guide for solo players in GT Online to maximize your profit and help you understand the business entirely. If this helped you out, leave a like, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye.